places, we are going to start the in-house training, the last day for this session. Okay. A very warm good afternoon. I, KUMAR ROSHAN, STNC of Mandir TOTS English School, solemnly invite our Principal Ma'am, our Director Sir, our TGT, PRT, all the teaching staff as well as the academic staff and all the concerned persons present in the today's last day training. So, as we all know that the in-house training is in progress. We are trying to achieve our target and doing best in the in-house training, and as the time is progressing, we all have learned, we all have gained a lot more things, many things from this in-house training. So this in-house training, as directed by the COE of CBSE, we all are trying to do our best in this in-house training. And as we all know that, to conclude or at the last day, the best person who should be to give us the best training is none other than our Principal Sweta Ma'am, and as she has chosen the topic working with learning disabilities, so according to me this is the best topic one should know or one should discuss about, because few days back I have seen a movie which touched my heart, and that movie's name was तारे ज़मीन पे. मैं ये कहना चाहूंगा कि आप सभी ने आज से कुछ समय पहले एक फिल्म देखी होगी जिसने नेशनल अवार्ड भी जीता और उस फिल्म में बहुत अच्छा किया है, और उस फिल्म का नाम और कुछ नहीं बल्कि तारे ज़मीन पर था. उस फिल्म में हम देखते हैं कि किस प्रकार से एक बच्चा जो है वो अपनी पूरी मेहनत, पूरी लगन देने के बावजूद भी वो अपने क्लासेस में अच्छा नहीं कर पाता है. हमने देखा है कि किस प्रकार वह अपने जीवन में कुछ बनना चाहता है, कुछ करना चाहता है, लेकिन क्या होता है उसके माता पिता या जो भी चीजें लोग होते हैं उसके आसपास के, वो उसे समझ नहीं पाते हैं. धीरे धीरे जब उस बच्चे के बारे में उसके टीचर्स को नॉलेज होती है, उसकी जानकारियों, उसके भावनाओं के बारे में, उसकी कमियों के बारे में जब उनको पता चलती है, तो वो उनकी इसकी कमियों को उनके पेरेंट्स को बताता है. वो बताता है कि वो बच्चा जो है वो किस प्रकार से पढ़ाई को, समाज को, दुनिया को, हम सबको एक नजर में देखता है, और इस प्रकार से जब उस बच्चे की कमजोरी को देख करके किस प्रकार से उसकी कमजोरी को उसकी ताकत में कन्वर्ट किया जाता है और ताकत में बदला जाता है, इन सभी चीजों के बारे में बताने के लिए उस फिल्म में बहुत अच्छे से बताया गया है. और वैसे ही कुछ चीजें जो है ये रियलिटी में हम लोग अपने क्लासेस में देखते हैं. बहुत बार क्या होता है कि हम देखते हैं कि कोई बच्चा ऐसा है क्लासेस में जो रेगुलरली अपना होमवर्क कंप्लीट करके नहीं आ रहा है, या क्लासेस में बहुत शांत होता है, या फिर हम देखते हैं कि जैसा वो उसका बिहेवियर थोड़ा सा बाकी बच्चों से थोड़ा हटके, थोड़ा अलग होता है. हम उसे बहुत डांटते हैं, मारते हैं, फटकारते हैं, फिर भी उसके ऊपर कोई असर नहीं होता है. तो वैसे बच्चों को डायरेक्टली मारना, पीटना या फिर उनके साथ मिसबिहेव करना ये कतई अच्छी बात नहीं हो सकती है. आज के मॉडर्न या भौतिक युग में हम जानते हैं कि जिस तरह का समाज है, जिस तरह की दुनिया है, हमें किसी भी व्यक्ति का, अपने सामने वाले व्यक्ति की कमजोरियों का, उसकी कमियों का पता करना चाहिए, और पता करने के बाद उसको सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करनी चाहिए, ना कि उसको दूसरे वे में ट्रीट करनी चाहिए. तो जैसा समय देख रहे हैं, जैसा हम वक्त देख रहे हैं, इस समय और वक्त के अनुसार समाज में या दुनिया में या फिर हम टीचर्स के लाइफ में ये हमारा कर्तव्य बनता है, ये हमारा निश्चय बनता है कि हम वैसे बच्चों को, वैसे डिसेबिलिटीज को ढूंढें, उनके अंदर जो कमियां हैं और उन कमियों को निखारने का काम करें. उन बच्चों को कमजोर नहीं, उनको मजबूत करने का काम करें. और वो बच्चे हमारे देश का भविष्य है, ये तो हम जानते हैं, लेकिन इस भविष्य को कैसे निखारना है, उस भविष्य को कैसे आगे लेके चलना है, ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट और सबसे जरूरी बात है. तो आइए इन्हीं सब टॉपिक्स के बारे में हमारे सामने डिस्कस करने के लिए और इन सभी टॉपिक्स के बारे में हमें बताने के लिए आज मैं अपने स्कूल के यानी मदर टेरेसा टॉट्स इंग्लिश स्कूल के प्रिंसिपल श्वेता कुमारी मैम को एक बार तहे दिल से और with a round hand of applause I invite her. So I invite Sweta Kumari ma'am with a round hand of applause for on the topic working with learning disabilities.
you all a very happy new session, because as we know that today is the last working day of this session and our training also. After several efforts, we have made our in-house training successful. We have completed 25 hours of in-house training as well as 25 hours of COE training, most of us. But some of us are not technically alert or aware, or due to any reason, some of our teachers can't complete their total target. So this is our special motto and target for next session, that we will start it from the month of April, as we all have already registered 5 COE meeting through given link of CBSE training portal. Now, as some difficulties or some challenges we have last session, this is our main motto, to achieve it in practical manner, in improving manner. So by this oath, by this resolution, let us start the meeting of today. And as we know, the topic is working with learning disabilities. This is a big topic, means in the life of every teacher, every parents, the people in general. By any stage, they notice various type of, some disabled child is modified with the good term, that is special child. The child with special need is disability. And during teaching learning, this is the duty of each and every teacher, entity teacher, PRT teacher, PGT, PCT, and we can say that PG, UG level, at the research level, the teacher should identify, should diagnose such type of a student among the general or common student, that the student with having some learning disabilities. So what the type of disabilities we should mention. This is the duty of each and every class teacher, each and every subject teacher, each and every parents also, and the people in general also, the nearby peoples, the park person, the shopkeeper, and the person living or moving around the nearby surroundings. Such type of students, we can say, or child is easily diagnosed or identified by any aware or sincere person. Basically in class, suppose that one teacher, a Hindi teacher is in class, English teacher, maybe any subject teacher is in class, and the ratio of the teacher and student is 25:1, where he or she has to focus each and every point, because lots of serious responsibilities has to commit, has to perform in day-to-day working day by each and every teacher. So, as my experience, teachers should play the role of half parents also in school and in universities and colleges, because they have to nurture the citizens of tomorrow. They have to boost up the future of the nation. So, this is their serious responsibilities, because God has sent them to perform a duty like a national builder, like the backbone of society. So, this is their serious responsibility to treat their class in a group, as well as in the same time individual assessment should be done by each and every lesson, by each and every topic, by each and every day, by each and every period, by judging or arranging the scholastic as well as co-scholastic activities during the school or college premises. Students should monitor their students Because as we know, the learning disabilities are many types. There are many symptoms to identify the learning disabilities. Because if you want some remedies, if you want to minimize it, if you want to boost up it, if you want to improve it, at first we have to identify the type of disabilities he or she is suffering. So, the symptoms are, some working with learning disability symptoms are poor memory. As we severally face that some students have strong memory, rather some students are having poor memory. So, we notice that if they have a poor memory, the math teacher also scold him that your tables in early stage and your formulas are not updated to you. Same in science, Hindi, English, math, social science, and every subject depend. Some portions are totally depends in science and math, also in the basic, in the factors of memory. So they have some problem, because the teacher should go through the proper syllabus, proper lesson plan, and assessment in general. They have to plan a unit test or oral test or written test, pen paper test or activity test or speech contest test for all the class. The same rules will be implemented for each and every student group, for each and every class. To remove the discrimination, we have to do same. But during this is our duty to identify some students of poor memory also. Then we have to make, when we will plan our monthly planner, when we will planning about lesson plan, पाठ योजना, main monthly planner, पूरे month में हम क्या करेंगे? Because we have to teach also, we have to go through some reading, we have to improve reading skill also in each and every subject. This is not a part of language only, literature only. We have to improve the writing skill also. We have to improve their mathematical skill, scientific skill, and environmental skill also. So, if some student is found one of the disability like poor memory, in short, we can say that we will arrange some, we can say that we can arrange revision classes, remedial classes for slow learners for better result. In this way, the remedial classes is not only important for slow learners or poor students or for poor memory, this is good or benefited to the each and every student. One who they are, which syllabus, they go through the revision, and one who needs special attention, teachers will spare some special time, or management should arrange some remedial classes for slow learners also to focus individual assessment of particular student. The next symptom is genetic symptom. If you find some disabilities in any student in teaching learning, in classroom, doing any academic or non-academic activities, when we go through the route, when we talk to the parents, when we go through the history, we will discuss in the PTM why the student is poor. If the faculty is good, if syllabuses are taught with the revision purpose, if several assessments are being done, if parents are also educated, then if their environment, home environment is also healthy, what is the reason of disability of learning? Why they are less skilled? Why they are slow learners? Mean some genetics problems may happen, may occur their all-round development, that we should notice and discuss to their parents, to go through some medical advice also and go through some basic practices implemented by their family members as well as their school teachers, management too. Next symptom is neurological factors. There are some neurological factors also. As we know that one who have, because each and every child have not same IQ or IQ level. Buddhi Labdhi or टीचिंग अधिगम की प्रक्रिया और प्रतिशत सभी बच्चों का अलग अलग है. दैट न्यूरोलॉजिकल फैक्टर्स में वैसे बच्चे आ रहे हैं जिनका मस्तिष्क का विकास, बुद्धि लब्धि उस स्तर का नहीं है या अकॉर्डिंग टू स्टैंडर्ड नहीं है. इज नॉट जीरो, बट अगर वो 13 इयर्स का फिजिकली और मेंटली ग्रोथ के लाइक स्टूडेंट है स्टडिंग इन 8th क्लास, he has ability or mental ability is to perform good in standard 3 or 4. So this may all symptoms may apply for one student also. Poor memory, genetic problems, neurological factors will suffer the learning ability, that is called learning disability. Another is environmental factors. Environmental factors mean not related to the climate, air, water, mean environment of the atmosphere of their school also. Suppose that one student is being spoiled by each and every teacher every day. You are a very poor student. You don't have done your homework. Your handwriting is very poor. You are late comer. You are not punctual. You are not regular. Mean already he is suffering many challenges day by day by their parents also. Their parents also neglect them among their brothers sisters. Such a student is very slow. Her mothers always comment, he is very slow learner, he is a poor, comparatively my another son is good. Teachers are also making several comments, ये तुमसे नहीं होगा, तुमने ठीक से नहीं बनाया, तुम पीछे बैठ जाओ, तुम बाद में बोलना. These are the real practical things that we are doing because we have to face it. But apart from that, this is our duty. We have to add it in each month, each lesson. When we are planning for month, when we are planning for each lesson, we should add some assessment for slow learners also as a routine way, because it is very difficult to remove it in very short span of time. It will take time. So the school management, the subject teachers, the HOD, the senior teachers, junior teachers, because junior teachers need special attention psychologically also. When we always try to prefer mother teachers, because they better understand their psychological needs also. So we have to create such a good and healthy environment to push them not mentally, physically only, but the emotionally challenged persons are also feel very shy, very ignored, very neglected among the group of society. If he is going to play down, apart from school, I am just playing down in his society. There also we think that no student or no child wants to play with him because he is slow. He don't know how to catch the ball, how to move the bat, or how to play in proper manner. But he wants to play. He wants to play in group. We have to prepare a healthy and sound environment also to give them chance to present his particular individual difficulties or challenges among mother, father, teacher, sister, youngest, and people in general too. Will give them chance to express his own problems in his own ways. Another is psychological trauma. One, because in the teaching learning journey, we will meet various type of students as well as various type of parents also, various type of administrator also, and people in general also. What is the impact of psychological trauma? If you psychologically feel a disabled person to identify तुमसे नहीं होगा, तुमको सुनाई कम देता है, तुमको दिखाई कम देता है, तुमसे होगा ही नहीं, तुम ये काम मत करना, क्योंकि कल तो फंक्शन का दिन है, तुम बोलोगे तो अच्छे से नहीं बोल पाओगे. If we do something to improve that type of special child, then this is our achievement. अगर वैसे बच्चों को encourage किया जाए कि वो पहले से बेहतर है, हम लोगों को पता है कि वैसा बच्चा ही never come first in rank, first in sports, but if by his own efforts, by the group efforts, he is such type of students, not always first, second or third, then he is better than previous. His achievement is improving in any sector. Every creature is special and special, having a special talent also. अगर एक बच्चा ड्राइंग में अच्छा है तो दिस इज ऑल्सो क्वाइट सफिशिएंट. वो आगे चल के सिर्फ ड्राइंग में भी अपना करियर बना सकता है. उसके पास बहुत सारे स्कोप हैं, तो हमें वो बताने की ज़रूरत है, ना कि उसे बार बार डेमोरलाइज करने की ज़रूरत है, पनिशमेंट की ज़रूरत है, स्कूल से टर्मिनेट करने की ज़रूरत है कि योर मैथ एंड साइंस इज नॉट गुड, यू कांट डू एनीथिंग. मेनी स्कोप्स आर देयर. यू हैव टू टीच देम, यू हैव टू बूस्ट देम. At the same time, you have to guide your parents, their parents also, advise their parents also. In what type of ability teachers should, what type of ability teachers should have to manage this type of situation or students? The basic and first and important thing, you need patience, very much patience. If you have no patience, you get angry because teachers are tired when they are teaching. First, second, third, fourth, in sixth period, suppose that a student don't learn anything due to poor memory, due to poor progress. After asking so many questions, he is unable to answer any question. May possible teacher scold him, teacher punish him. So these type of activities should be maintained by the merit of highly developed, flexible communication skill as well as patience. Patiently, we should listen to the boy, give him proper and more time than comparatively a common student. As we know, the learning disabilities has many parts, and they are named by the, in medical, dyslexia, the syndromes, the auditory disorder, जिनको सुनने में प्रॉब्लम है, वो सही से प्रोनाउंसिएशन को कैच नहीं कर पाते, सुन नहीं पाते ढंग से. लैंग्वेज प्रोसेसिंग डिसऑर्डर, बोलने में अपनी बात को रखने में उनको प्रॉब्लम है. लैक ऑफ रीजनिंग स्किल, वो रीजनिंग नहीं कर पाते, रीजनिंग स्किल इज पुअर. सम स्टूडेंट्स हैव लैक ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स स्किल, मैथ्स कॉन्सेप्ट समझ नहीं आता, उनसे मैथ बनता ही नहीं है. सम स्टूडेंट्स लैक activity skill, some students lacks writing skill. Same time, some students lacks reading skill, some students lacks behavioral skill. कुछ बच्चे को हम लोग कहते हैं स्पेशल चाइल्ड्स का, हिंदी में हम जानते हैं सृजनात्मक छात्र. मीन नाम से ऐसा लगता है कि he is blessed with special merits. Yes, really. Mean special child, they are not disabled. In CBSE, when we fill the forms, when we arrange the registration forms, this is the CBSE language. You don't name them disabled, you name them special child. सृजनात्मक बालक, mean behavioral skill कैसे उनका कमजोर होता है. We generally found जो बच्चे को पढ़ने में मन नहीं लगता है, एकेडमिकली पुअर होते हैं, आइदर वे बहुत टॉकेटिव होते हैं, दे टॉक मेनी मोर. जब भी पढ़ाई शुरू होगा, बिकॉज वो आपसे सीख नहीं रहे होते हैं. द टीचिंग लर्निंग प्रोसेस इज वेरी स्लो और नॉट, और जीरो में भी. ऑन दैट टाइम ही साइकोलॉजिकली चेंज, ही वांट्स स्टार्ट टॉकिंग टू द क्लासमेट. ओवर टॉकिंग, मेनी मच टॉकेटिव मे बी. Such type of symptoms we will notice for a special child. Or in other hand, some students are very shy or very silent activity he has. Don't talk anyone. Comes to school, goes to home. Comes to school, don't talk with teacher also not, and with class. He has no friend. No friend, and he has no argue, no logic, no question, no doubt. Such type of students is also blessed with special needs. On that time, teachers should identify him and talk him individually and try to spare some special attention to check his copies or her copies in proper manner and give him some extra attention. One who is visually disordered, अगर कोई ऐसा छात्र है जिसकी दृष्टि बाधित है, देखने में आंखें ठीक नहीं है, बाई बर्थ ऐसा है या कुछ उनको सिचुएशनल उनका प्रॉब्लम आ गया है, आपकी दृष्टि बाधित है, विजुअली डिसऑर्डर है, तो वैसे बच्चों को कम से कम ऐसा कहें कि आप बोर्ड के नज़दीक आकर बैठे, फर्स्ट बेंच पर बैठे, कि पेरेंट्स से करके उनके लिए सुटेबल आई चेकअप करके उनको ऐसे क्लास देना, उनका बुक है, ब्लैक बोर्ड है, उस पर उनका लेटर्स, नंबर्स बड़ा और विजिबल हो ताकि उनको सुविधा मिले। विजुअली डिजॉर्डर में कभी कभी बच्चों को इमेज प्रॉब्लम ऐसा होता है, विजुअली डिजॉर्डर्स को उनको बी दिखाई देता है, HN दिखाई देता है, तो वो देखते क्या है टीचर को ये पता नहीं चलता, लेकिन व्हेन यू राइट इट इन दैट वे टीचर स्टार्ट पनिशिंग हिम, या नंबर उनका काटते हैं कि ये तो H लिखना था इसने N लिख दिया, स्मॉल b लिखना था उसने स्मॉल d लिखा, बिकॉज उसको जो दिखता है वही वो लिखता है। तो दिस थिंग टीचर शुड आइडेंटिफाई कि हमेशा b की जगह ये d लिखता है, तो देयर इज सम प्रॉब्लम। In PTM or in other day, they should talk to their parents and advise them for doctor consult. This will also help him. In this regard, as we know, this is called case study. Mean this is the duty of teacher also to do case study in our school, in my class, in this subject. Such students need special attention. Such type of rules should be framed by management. Such type of facilities should be given by management in drinking water, in coming through the ladder. To improve the infrastructure for disabled students also, and for improving their learning disabilities, we have to work as a teamwork. All teachers will discuss with each other and find out a solution in practical that we should implement in teaching. That such day that we will jointly make a meeting of teachers, and suppose that we plan for Saturday. Saturday is the day when we work for the slow learner as well as the disabled students. Suppose that if we will do it continuously all the year, naturally we will find some improvement gradually. Mean ऐसा देखा गया कि अल्बर्ट आइंस्टीन is also suffering from many auditory and visually disorder, and as we know he is not, there is no need to introduce him, he is world famous mathematician. Mean this is we can't say that the child is with special need can't do well in their future. If environmental, moral, emotional support will be continuously focused to enhance his ability and to remove his disability, we can nurture, we can frame all-round developed citizen also. Now, as we know that this is the team research, we all have gathered here to talk to each other, to share our experiences for such type of students who they are really suffering from learning disabilities. There are many types of symptoms are here. Many methods is to improve such type of students. So I want to share some experience with the scholar team of my TGT, PGT and PRT. At first, because I have prepared some points to particular sir. In this way, we can share our experience to each other. So at first, I request Kumar sir, TGT, Social Science. Suppose that the topic is poor memory. Suppose that one student who is suffering for poor memory, better to be here, sir. Poor memory, what type of symptom and what type of method we should apply? Please say in summary, short.
I, Kumar, faculty of Mother Teresa Kind Thoughts English School, on the topics of poor memory, कम याददाश्त। जैसा कि हम जानते हैं कि अपने बच्चों को जब हम वर्ग में पढ़ाते हैं तो वर्ग में सभी बच्चे एक तरह के याददाश्त के नहीं होते हैं। कुछ ऐसे बच्चे होते हैं जिनका याददाश्त बहुत अच्छा होता है और कुछ ऐसे बच्चे होते हैं जिनका याददाश्त कमजोर होता है। तो यह हमारा दायित्व बनता है कि हम उसके याददाश्त को कैसे ठीक करें। और चूंकि जैसा हम जानते हैं कि हम लोग शिक्षक हैं, तो बच्चों की समग्र विकास का दायित्व हम पर पड़ता है। तो यह हम पर यह बहुत बड़ा दायित्व है कि हम कैसे उस बच्चों को उसकी समग्र विकास को ठीक करने के लिए कुछ ऐसे नियमों को पालन करें, जिसमें मैंने अपने व्यू से पहला जो पॉइंट है वो फिजिकल एक्टिविटी इंक्रीज। यानी फिजिकल एक्टिविटी का मतलब हुआ कि क्रियात्मक कार्य। क्रियात्मक कार्य हमारे शरीर में ब्लड का संचार करता है, और जैसा कि आप जानते होंगे कि जब ब्लड का संचार होता है तो स्वाभाविक तौर पर वह हमारे ब्लड जो है हमारे दिमाग के सभी नसों को खोलता है, और उससे हमारी याददाश्त जो है वह तरोताजा होता है। और स्वाभाविक तौर पर क्या होगा कि हमारी याददाश्त जो है वह पूर्ण से अच्छी तरह बढ़ेंगे। अगला टॉपिक है स्टे मेंटली एक्टिव। यानी मेंटली एक्टिव रहने से व्यक्ति स्वाभाविक तौर पर वह विकास कर पाएगा जो कि वह चाहता है। जैसा कि हम जानते होंगे कि हम एक शिक्षक हैं, और उस बच्चों को जो कि बच्चा जो है कम याद करता है, तो उसको मेंटली एक्टिव तैयार करने के लिए हम कुछ ऐसे क्रियात्मक कार्य को सृजन करेंगे जिससे कि वह बच्चे जो है वह उस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू को ला सके जो कि वह हम चाहते हैं। अगला टॉपिक है वह सोशल रेगुलरिटी। सोशल रेगुलरिटी का मतलब है सामाजिकता। सामाजिकता एक ऐसा, जैसा कि हम जानते हो कि हम लोग एक सामाजिक प्राणी हैं और समाज में कुछ न कुछ सीखते हैं। तो जो बच्चे उस तरह के डिसेबिलिटी में रहते हैं, तो हम सामाजिक कुछ ऐसी एक्टिविटी करते हैं जिससे कि बच्चों के याददाश्त को बढ़ाने में भरसक प्रयास करते हैं। अगला स्लीप वेल। स्लीप वेल का मतलब है कि उस बच्चों को बताएं कि आप नियमित आराम करें, क्योंकि जैसा कि आप जानते होंगे कि यदि सही ढंग से बच्चा यदि नियमित आराम करेगा तो उसका जो है वह मानसिक विकास अत्यधिक होगा, और वह बच्चा जो है वह सही ढंग से सीख पाएगा। कुछ ऐसे नियम है जो कि नेचुरली आप उस बच्चों की याददाश्त को ठीक करने का प्रयास कर सकते हैं, जिसमें आता है कि ईट लेस एडेड शुगर। यानी कम मात्रा में चीनी खाने से भी बच्चा का याददाश्त या कोई व्यक्ति को जो याददाश्त जो है वो बढ़ता है। दूसरी है ट्राई टू फिश ऑयल सप्लीमेंट। यानी जो मछली का तेल वाले सप्लीमेंट को ग्रहण करने से उस बच्चे या उस जो व्यक्ति जो मेंटली डिसेबिलिटी रहता है उसको सुधार होती है। अगला है मेक टाइम फॉर मेडिटेशन। मेडिटेशन जो है वह बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण चीज है, जिससे कि वह बच्चा जो है वह क्या करेगा कि स्वाभाविक तौर पर उसका दिमाग जो एकाग्र होगा, और एकाग्र होगा तो स्वाभाविक तौर पर जो है वह उस विकास की तरफ अग्रसर होगा जो हम सब चाहते हैं। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Varun sir, for sharing your experience in so practical manner. Now I request Sri Surya Kumar Singh sir, our DGT Hindi sir. So please share your experiences regarding the special topic that is related to the symptom, genetic symptom of a learning disabled child. Please focus some points in very short. Roshan sir, please pass. Move the camera.
First of all, I insist to us today in any classroom situation, learning disability is mostly found. Teacher teaching in the class, but all students not learn in a sufficient way. Some are able to learn effectively, but some students unable to learn and causes learning disability. So learning disability, so many causes to create genetic learning disability. Among them, genetic problem is also responsible. It is main factor to create learning disability. So genetic problem starts from parents. It is seen that parents are intelligent, they also are intelligent. If parents are not intelligent, then it is seen that his children are also intellectual. So solving this problem, so many steps can be taken. First step, we can make a special class students that is related to learning disability and caused by genetic problem. We can take a step, we can make a special class for those students. So a special class, by giving a special class, we solve these problems. Second step, psychological method. We can use psychological method with such students. This method is very effective. This method, using by this method, we read the student effectively and teachers can be able to learn them. Third, a proper guideline by the teacher. Such students who are suffer from genetic problem, teacher should possess a proper guideline, then it is able to win over them. Next, healthy environment. Such students should also be given a healthy environment. Most of the time, students spend at home. So, parents should also be responsible to provide them healthy environment. In school, teachers are also responsible to provide them healthy environment. So, by giving healthy environment, we can improve such learning disability. Next, I think more revisional practice by the teacher and a student also. Such students, by giving revision more and more, so this type of ability can be solved by revisional method. Doing this, teachers and students should be very conscious, and during a limit interval of time, revision can be done. Next, to create the sense of equality. Sense of equality is very important. This can improve by giving some examples to create the sense of equality. Equality play a very vital role to grow their mental ability. Thus, if so many steps can be taken, then it is possible to resolve, win over them. Thanks.
Yes. Thank you, Surya, to discuss regarding genetic problems with learning disabilities. It is a neurological condition which affects the brain ability to send, receive and process information. So now, as the next symptom, we all focus on the points neurological factors of learning disabilities. For that, I want to request Kumar sir to share his own experiences regarding it in very short. Learning disabilities with neurological factors.
I, Kumar, faculty of Mother Teresa Synthesis School, designation TCT Math with teacher ID 1570669. Today I am going to share my view on the topic neurological factor. Actually, हम देखते हैं बहुत सारे बच्चों में कि उनका कैचिंग पावर बहुत कम होता है, या जो हम पढ़ाते हैं उन्हें समझ नहीं आता है, या फिर वो समझना भी चाहते हैं तो वो समझ नहीं पाते हैं। इसका वजह ये होता है that they are suffering from a disease and in doctor language that disease is called neurological factor. Point ये नहीं है कि they are suffering from neurological factor. Point ये है कि क्या इस तरह की ऐसे बच्चे फिर पढ़ेंगे नहीं? अगर उन्हें कुछ समझ में नहीं आता तो क्या ऐसे बच्चे पढ़ेंगे नहीं? बिल्कुल, ऐसे बच्चे पढ़ सकते हैं और इन्हें पढ़ाने का काम हम शिक्षक के साथ साथ उनके घर के इन्वायरमेंट से भी होगा। एक्चुअली ऐसे बच्चे के लिए टीचर इन्हें मोटिवेट करें, इनके प्रति कुछ एक्स्ट्रा और स्पेशल अटेंशन दें और इनके घर में भी एक इस तरह का इन्वायरमेंट क्रिएट किया जाए जिससे ये पढ़ सके और लाइफ में सक्सेस कर सके। एक्चुअली ऐसे बच्चों को पढ़ाने के लिए हमें खुद शिक्षक और घर के लोगों को दोनों मिलकर के काम करना पड़ेगा और इस तरीके की इन्वायरमेंट को क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा कि ये अपने आप को कभी नॉर्मल बच्चों से कम ना समझे और वो सारे चीज को अचीव कर सके जो ये लाइफ में अचीव करना चाहते हैं। दैट्स ऑल, थैंक यू।
Now as the next experience person will be Sweta Kumari sir. His topic is environmental factors that really influence the learning disabilities in negative and positive both manner. Now I pass the mic to the Sweta sir.
I, Sweta Kumar, faculty of Mother Teresa Synthesis School. Environmental फैक्टर एक बहुत बड़ा फैक्टर है जो लर्निंग डिसेबिलिटीज को पैदा करता है। इसलिए यह जरूरी है कि इसे हमें हेल्दी बनाया जाए। तो सबसे पहले हम देखते हैं छात्र अधिक से अधिक समय अपने घर पर ही बिताता है, अतः जो मुख्य कर्तव्य है उनके माता पिता का, घर का जो वातावरण हो वह अच्छा हो, तभी जो है हम उसे स्वस्थ बना सकते हैं, हेल्दी बना सकते हैं। दूसरा है शिक्षा, जो विद्यालय में हमें उसे पूरा करना है। विद्यालय में भी वातावरण हमें स्वच्छ रखना है और इस तरह से हम लोग विद्यालय के शिक्षक और घर का माता पिता दोनों जगह यदि वातावरण सही हो तो बच्चों को समग्र विकास कर सकते हैं। इसके साथ मैं अपने वाणी को विराम रखता हूँ। धन्यवाद।
Now as we have discussed on many factors of learning disabilities by our different faculties. Now it's time for Kumar Singh sir to share his own experiences regarding physical trauma. As we know that this is ये शारीरिक त्रुटि जो है, इस तरह का जो विकलांगता है फिजिकल शारीरिक, वो कैसे सफर करता है टीचिंग लर्निंग में और उसको ठीक करने के लिए, इम्प्रूव करने के लिए हमारा क्या प्रयास होगा, इसी बिंदु पर बात करते हैं कुमार सर।
I, Surya Kumari, आज मैं डिजिटल ड्रामा के संबंध में चर्चा करने का मौका मिला है। डिजिटल ड्रामा शिक्षक और छात्रों के बीच एक बहुत बड़ा महत्वपूर्ण कार्य है। जब शिक्षक बोर्ड पर लिखाकर बताते हैं या क्वेश्चन दिखाते हैं, उस समय कुछ बच्चे ऐसे होते हैं जो बार बार बोर्ड पर से कॉपी पर उतारने में बी की जगह पर सी, डी की जगह पर ए लिख पाते हैं। स्पेलिंग बार बार उनका गलती होता है या हिंदी में भी वर्ड उनको गलती होता है। उस समय शिक्षक को ध्यान देना होगा कि यह बच्चा बार बार क्यों गलती करता है। उसे अभिभावक के पास सूचना देना है, इसे आई टेस्ट कराने का। इसके बाद वैसे बच्चों को पीछे ना बैठाकर आगे बैठाने का व्यवस्था करना चाहिए और आगे बैठाकर उसे बोर्ड द्वारा, बोर्ड के सहयोग से उन्हें फिर से बताकर उन्हें अवगत कराना चाहिए और फिर उन्हें चेक करना चाहिए ताकि ये बच्चा अभी भी गलती कर रहा है नहीं। तो ऐसे बच्चे अधिकांश तो नहीं, कुछ बच्चे पाए जाते हैं जिन पर ध्यान देना शिक्षक का कार्य होता है। दूसरा है म्यूजिकल ड्रामे में ईयर प्रॉब्लम आता है। कुछ बच्चे ऐसे होते हैं जो कम सुनते हैं, वो पीछे बैठते हैं। जब शिक्षक बताते हैं, पढ़ाई के बारे में चर्चा करते हैं, कोई पाठ को लेकर शुरुआत करते हैं, वह बच्चा सुन नहीं पाता है, उसे शिक्षा उस पाठ का नहीं मिल पाता है। तो ऐसे बच्चे को या वैसे बच्चों पर ध्यान देना शिक्षक का कर्तव्य होता है। उस बच्चा से प्रश्न पूछने पर यदि आंसर नहीं देता है तो ये कारण उन्हें ढूंढना होगा, ये बच्चा क्यों नहीं जवाब दिया। या तो आई प्रॉब्लम या तो ईयर प्रॉब्लम की समस्या होगा। वैसे बच्चों को भी आगे बेंच पर बैठाकर शिक्षा देने का कार्य करना चाहिए और तब उनसे प्रश्न करना चाहिए। तब ऐसे बच्चों को परखा जा सकता है कि बच्चा का क्या दिक्कत है। और इसी प्रकार से कुछ ऐसे बच्चे भी होते हैं जिनका फिंगर प्रॉब्लम होता है, तो ऐसे बच्चों को बड़ा बड़ा अक्षरों में लिखकर उन्हें लिखने के अभ्यास कराना चाहिए ताकि अच्छे से लिख पाए। तो मैं अपना विचार यही समाप्त करता हूँ। थैंक यू।
As we shared, all of us will make several discussions, find out a particular research and new methodology to teach all type of students. Who they are general students, common students, intelligent students, slow learners, and the students with learning disability too. Because this is our focus to teach all the class, not some of students. In this regard, I request Mr. Surya sir, mathematics faculty, to share his own experience regarding summary of teaching learning disabilities in all purpose, the methods, the steps, and the challenges what we really facing, and what is the demand of solution from management side, teacher side, and parent side too.
Good afternoon, all of you. First of all, I would like to say thanks to Principal Ma'am honorable teachers, and gentlemen. Today we are here assembled to discuss on the disability. Disability means God created that guy in a special manner, and we are unable to understand what the message is there. As we know, we have the sixth sense organ, but in case of failure of any individual sense organ, other become the more effective. So we can see if the person is blind, then their ear and touch sense organ is more effective. No one can make it. That means they are the need of our to understand what the reason behind. If the student is not performing up to the mark, what the reason behind? It may be something physical problem, may be there, some familiar problem may be there, financial problem may be there, and also they have to face like some mental problem. As by face, most of us unable to read what the problem reflects from the mind. If we are here, if we are able to become the reader what the practical problem facing by them, then we can cure it. Recently, Supreme Court of the India on the 29th of the March has given the remarkable judgment in his own state decision that the disabled person, earlier what was the history in the previous, whatever the UPSC, the disabled person is unfit for the CAS, IPS and the RPF. But the decision given by the Supreme Court on the 29th March, it said no, this disabled person must be given the equal opportunity. Either the selection of the top examination of the world, like the IPS and CAS and the RPF, they must give the equal opportunity. No discrimination may be done. And that is the instruction has to be strictly followed on the previously result that published in the 2021. So I want to say that every person has a unique feature. The need of our to understand, need of our to search, need of our to improve, the need of our to give the new dimension so they can see, they can prove their own capability, they can become the real son of the motherland. They also design, they also decorate, they also show their own ability. That will be true services of the motherland and also the society. So here I want to say you, if you are getting such type of a student, first of all try to examine what the problem is there. It is said that type of a student sometimes become the top. In case of, your best example is J.F. Kennedy. As we know, he was a successful person of the USA, later on become the president of the USA. During childhood, he was a slow learner. Always, co-friends there, who go there, teachers there. He tried to become, after getting the degree, he just tried to go for the clerical exam, become the unsuccessful. Again he become the managerial exam, unsuccessful. Again he become the official exam, unsuccessful. He want to try the contest, the election of the MP in the USA, failure. Again he become the contest, the election of the local panchayat, disabled. Finally, he just contest the election of President of USA. Then finally, this person becomes the remarkable history in the life and become the President of USA. I want to say that is a miracle. So try to understand that type of feature. If you are getting in the student, it means it is a blessing of the God. God wants to communicate, and we should be never ignore and insult that type of blessing that is given to us environment. That's all. Have a nice day. Thank you all of you.
Thank you, Namaskar, Mr. Sir. Your thoughts are very informational and emphatic also. Again, and last shared experience, I request Anand Prakash sir to share his views in some points, because he belongs to IT sector. So once who is having learning disability technically, what type of steps you feel during your teaching learning session? Kindly share it in very sum of points. So Anand Prakash sir, Teachers of Information Technology, Code 402. Now we listen his experience is his own word. Anand Prakash sir.
Myself, Anand Prakash, faculty of IT 402 in Mother Teresa TOTS School. I had to share my some personal experience that while I faced in my classroom. और ऐसा मैंने देखा था अपने क्लासरूम में कि एक बच्चा था जो बैठ के उसे मैं बोर्ड पे कुछ होमवर्क लिखवा रहा था, नोट करवा रहा था, और वो बच्चे बोर्ड पे ना देख के अपने बगल वाले बच्चे की कॉपी से कॉपी कर रहा था। एक बार मैंने देखा, 2 बार देखा, ऐसे करते कई दिन बीत गए, 2 दिन 3 दिन बीते। उसके बाद मैंने एक दिन जज किया उस लड़कों को, और बोर्ड पे मैंने जो लिखा था उससे मैं पूछा उससे, तो बोला कि हाँ सर दिख रही है। फिर उसके बाद मैंने बताया कि बताओ ये क्या लिखा मैंने, तो बोला नहीं सर कुछ धुंधला दिख रहा है, और वो अपने आंख पे प्रेशर देने लगा। मुझे ऐसा लगा कि कुछ उसे डिसेबिलिटीज है देखने में। तो फिर मैंने उससे पर्सनली पूछा, तो बच्चा बोला हाँ मुझे देखने में कुछ प्रॉब्लम फेस कर रहा हूँ मैं। तो उस बच्चे को फिर मैं आगे बैठाया और उससे मैं कहा कि अगर आप देखो बोर्ड पे और प्रॉब्लम हो रही है मुझसे पूछो, ना कि आप बगल वाले के कॉपी से कुछ कॉपी करवाओ। और ऐसा करके मैंने उस बच्चे को जो भी कुछ प्रॉब्लम फेस कर रहा था उसे मैंने दूर किया। और आज के डेट में टेक्नोलॉजी भी बहुत सारे हेल्प करती है हम लोग को, जो डिसेबिलिटीज हम लोग के अंदर में रहती है, फिजिकल डिसेबिलिटीज रहे कुछ भी, या तो कुछ लिख नहीं पा रहे हैं या नहीं तो कुछ सुन नहीं पा रहे हैं, ऐसा टेक्नोलॉजी के हेल्प से भी हम लोग दूर कर पाते हैं। और देखा गया है कि बहुत लोग जो देख नहीं सकते हैं वो सुन के अपने आप को उस लेवल पे डेवलप करते हैं टेक्नोलॉजी के हेल्प से। आज के डेट में हम लोग कुछ बोलते हैं और वो टेक्नोलॉजी हम लोग को सामने उससे हम लोग को रूबरू करवा देते हैं। तो हम लोग अपने डिसेबिलिटीज को टेक्नोलॉजी के भी हेल्प से दूर कर सकते हैं। और स्पेशली क्लासरूम में हम लोग को ये फोकस रहनी चाहिए कि बच्चे में आखिर प्रॉब्लम क्या है। कुछ बच्चे होते हैं कि स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक करते हैं, कुछ बच्चे होते हैं कि बोर्ड पे देख के पढ़ नहीं पाते हैं, बोल नहीं पाते हैं। तो वो हम टीचर को चाहिए जज करें और उस बच्चे से फैमिलियर हो और उसके प्रॉब्लम को दूर करने में हेल्प करें और उन्हें एक उज्जवल भविष्य की ओर जाने की ओर कामना करें। और इतना कहा मैं अपने बात को विराम दूंगा और धन्यवाद।
Now, really, the session is very much informational for all of us. We really discuss and try to find out the better solution to improve, to eradicate the learning disabilities of students. That really this is the challenges of the parents, students, teachers as well as the institution, because we have to face it through case study. It's time for conclusion. So, rest we will do in our assignment. We can share our experiences in our own ways. Some assignment has been prepared by STNC Sri ROSHAN sir. I request ROSHAN sir to address the assignment to each and every trainee, and all trainees are kindly requested to pen down, to note it down, to complete your assessment and again submit it to the STNC KUMAR ROSHAN sir. Thanks.
Okay, so thank you ma'am. As we all know that today is the last day for our in-house training session, and we all are proceeding towards our completion of the training sessions, and I am providing you some questions regarding your assignment. So all of you just jot it down the assignment questions. The first question is, how do you work with students with learning disabilities? How do you work with students with learning disabilities? The first question is, how do you work with students with learning disabilities? The second question is, give some examples of learning disabilities. How do you work with students with learning disabilities? How do you work with students with learning disabilities? Second question, give some examples of learning disabilities. Give some examples of learning disabilities. Now next question number third. How can you help? How can you help someone with a learning disabilities? How can you help someone with learning disabilities? How can you help someone with learning disabilities? Okay, next. Question number 4. Question number 4. How do you motivate? How do you motivate students with learning disabilities? 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 Okay, next question number 5. What is the most common learning disabilities? What is the most common learning disabilities? What is the most common learning disabilities? Question number 5. Okay, what is the most common learning disability? What is the most common learning disabilities? Question number 5 is, what is the most common learning disabilities? So I'll ask all the trainees to complete your assignment and try to submit it within 20 to 25 minutes. Okay? So hope you all are doing well, and our training session is also ending in a very good session. So okay, so I'll repeat question number 1 once again. Question number 1 is, how do you work with students with learning disabilities? How do you work with students with learning disabilities? I'll repeat once again. How do you work with students with learning disabilities? So hope you all have noted the questions, and Hope you to submit the question answers of your assignments, attendance, feedback, assignment sheet. So with this, we end our session and hope you all have gained a lot. And whenever you find a special child with some kind of disabilities, kindly try to deal with him according to the manner what we have learned in the today's topic. So with this, I conclude the session. So, thank you all the trainees, our principal ma'am, director sir, manager sir, each and everyone present over here, all the teachers, all the faculties, all the administrative and the as well as all the learning staff who are present over here. With this, I conclude the topic of today. So, I wish you a happy and new session in future, and hopefully, thank you and have a nice day. Thank you.